Hello YouTube. I know it's been forever since I made a video, and I'm sorry about that. I'm a complete slacker and I admit that, and I'm gonna say sorry and then we're gonna move on and forget about it because I want to talk today and stuff. I can never get the camera so that it actually looks good, so let's just pretend that it does. I kind of want to get sewious today. Sorry, I'm really good at being serious. Just kidding, I swear I am. But I seriously want to get a little bit serious today. Sometimes I feel like I'm always serious actually, but sometimes I feel like I get a little bit silly, and I do enjoy having a sense of humor about things, but I want to talk because the last 6 months for me have just been an incredible 6 months of self-discovery. And one of the really important things that, some people may be confused by is that I have realized that I am a self-saboteur. And my French-speaking boyfriend just died a little bit inside because I'm terrible at pronouncing things. But, point being, I feel as if I self-sabotage. There's a quote from the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I love, and oh my gosh, if you haven't seen that movie, you need to go and see it right now because that is a real movie. It's like real life. And maybe not everyone's real life because I know that high school wasn't like that for everyone. But personally, that was high school for me. That was that time of life for me, and I knew there was an easy path, but I chose not to take it. And I did choose a harder path, and I think, but it's brought me to where I am today. Anyways, self-sabotage. The quote from Perks of Being a Wallflower is, "We accept the love we think we deserve." And I think that we all, and maybe, some of you are really confident and I'm so proud of you, but I think that we all struggle with that. I mean, I'm still struggling with it. I mean, even though I realize that I'm having trouble with it, I still struggle with it. So for instance, French-speaking boyfriend, he loves to compliment me, and I have a really, really hard time with it. I have a really hard time accepting compliments, especially from him. And not because I don't think he's sincere, not because I don't believe him, but because it's really hard for me to accept his love because he's this beautiful, wonderful man, and sometimes I really doubt whether or not I deserve him. Not to say that, I would stop our relationship because it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, but I think that I have a hard time because I feel like I'm already indebted to him, and so accepting his compliments, I'm just like, stop, keep them. I've already got so much to pay back to you. I don't need more. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. But at the same time, you go back and you look at all of your failed relationships. And not to say that they were all failures and that you didn't learn anything, because I think that dating is extremely essential to growing up. I don't think that I always made the best decisions in dating, but I am so glad that I did make mistakes, because the person that I am today is finally someone who, though not perfect, is ready to date the man that I'm dating. And I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, we look back on our failed relationships, and personally, in every case, I accepted the love that I thought that I deserved. And not to say that it was anything less than extremely meaningful, but I think that we all make sacrifices. We settle for things. And I don't want to ever settle. I don't want to settle for someone who I can put up with, who, yes, I love him, but there are a few things that maybe I would change. I want to adore someone completely and fully feel as if I deserve them. And that's a process. I'm working on that part. But, I think that it's important to realize that you don't have to settle for someone just because you think that you're not worth it. You are worth it. Whatever it is that you want, whatever feelings there are that you want to have in a relationship, if you want to be just swept off your feet, if you want it to be silent and quiet and beautiful, whatever it is, you deserve it. And it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and I've come to realize that I deserve whatever I want. And that sounds terrible, and I think that in most societies we're trained not to say things like that. We're not supposed to be selfish like that because, essentially, it sounds selfish to say, I deserve better, I deserve the best, but we do. I think that each of us deserves whatever it is that we want. And I deserve someone who, loves when I wear pink and loves when I wear dark eyeshadow and dark lipstick and a skull t-shirt and someone who can love all of me, who can love my scars, because I've come to the realization that they're beautiful, that my past, my regrets, my mistakes, I'm ashamed of them to a certain extent, but they've brought me where I am today. I've learned from them. And that growth, that learning, and the scars, the healing that's come from those mistakes is beautiful. And therefore, if, the things that we think are stereotypically beautiful are beautiful, our talents, the things we're good at, our outer beauty, is beautiful. And then if our mistakes and our regrets and our shames are beautiful, if all of that is beautiful, then where is there room for ugliness? I don't know. Maybe this is all just sounding ridiculous, but I think that it's important that I've learned this, that I've learned, first of all, that I've realized that I have a hard time with this, because it's true, I do. I have a hard time accepting love because I have a hard time thinking that I deserve it, but I do. I deserve it. And you deserve it, and everyone deserves it, and we're all beautiful in extremely different and significant ways, and I love it. I love diversity. I love love and just everything, and it's exciting to be on this path. And this is a really long video, and it's probably really boring to you, but I felt the need to come out and talk about some of the things that I've learned, because I don't want to forget them, and I don't want to keep them to myself. I think that this is something that in high school, one of my seminary teachers would say all of the time. He would say, a foolish man doesn't learn from his mistakes. A wise man learns from his own mistakes, but the wisest man learns from other people's mistakes. So I'm hoping to teach you by my mistakes. I've failed at things in life, but I've come out of it with a little bit of perspective that I want to share with you. So go forward, be beautiful, embrace it, whatever it is, and just live life. And that's pretty much it. Peace.